I'm Fiona Beals on the women's basketball team. You're watching Clan TV, home of Canada's NCAA team.
I'm Alicia Roberts. I compete for Canada's NCAA team. Watch me on Clan TV.
And welcome everybody to the West Gym here at Simon Fraser University. Howard Samura, happy to be with you today for the start of the GNAC women's basketball season for the Simon Fraser University Clan. They will be taking on today the number 2 ranked in all of NCAA Division II women's basketball, the Seawolves of the University of Alaska Anchorage. A tall task here for the Clan in their season opener in the conference. And it'll be a drastically different Simon Fraser University women's basketball team that we'll be seeing through the course of this season. We'll bring you up to date on personnel and all of that stuff as we roll on through the evening. But so glad you could make time for us today on Clan TV. Shout out to our producer engineer Gabriel Lynn, executive producer Steve Frost, getting set for some anthems and some player introductions here. But we will tell you the Simon Fraser University Clan have been busy in the preseason, heading down to California, playing a number of games down there as head coach Bruce Langford gets set to welcome in a new season here in the GNAC. Coach Langford's staff this season is going to introduce some former Clan players. We'll run through those. Chelsea Reese, Rebecca Langmead on the staff as assistant coaches, along with Jessica Wallace. The director of athletic performance this year, Derek Hansen, the student trainer, Maggie Corrado, and the manager, Megan Daly, making up the Clan coaching staff this season. Some news right off the top we can let you know about. Longtime Clan fans appreciated the play of number 15, Meg Wilson, the 6'1 senior out of London, Ontario, A.B. Lucas High School. Got the word before the game today that Meg is actually lost for the season. Certainly a massive blow to Simon Fraser in terms of her interior toughness and her leadership skills on this Simon Fraser University team. It will be one of the themes of this season. And clearly up to this Clan women's team to turn the loss of Meg Wilson into any kind of, what I'm trying to say is they've got to find a way to replace what one of my favorite players in the conference certainly, and will miss the play of Meg Wilson this season in the middle and as a shot blocker and scorer for this Simon Fraser Clan team. So a wish for a healthy and quick recovery for one of the top Clan frontcourt players throughout their NCAA Division II tenure. Alaska Anchorage coming in here today, as we mentioned off the top, is ranked number 2 in NCAA Division II women's basketball, and watching them get ready in the tunnel before the game. Every player's warm-up jacket on the back says Mayhem, and we'll see if that theme carries over for the rest of the season for this very, very talented team from the University of Alaska Anchorage. Their starters will be Kiki Robertson, Jenna Buchanan, Jessica Madison, Megan Mullings, and Alicia Devine. What a talented group they are. Simon Fraser, from what we've been told, their starting lineup is going to include Fiona Beals, the 5'9 redshirt sophomore out of Riverside High School in Port Coquitlam. Rachel Fradgley as well, a 6'2 forward, a sophomore out of London, Ontario. Alicia Roberts, the guard out of Burnaby, York House and Pepperdine University. Elisa Homer as well, the redshirt sophomore who's been lighting it up on the scoreboard out of Handsworth High School in North Vancouver. So some big changes for the Simon Fraser Clan in terms of their depth and their rotation. Should also mention as well that there are a number of new players on this team, and the Clan coming off of a great freshman signing class. We can mention some of those names as we progress through the evening. But right now we're going to turn it over to the public address system for the introduction of both starting lineups here and join you for the opening tip.
And starting guard, number 25, Jessica Madison. And coach of the Seawolves, Ryan McCarthy, with assistant coaches, Gianna Fola and Alyssa Moore. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet your SFU starting lineup. Starting guard, standing 5'10", a sophomore from North Vancouver, number 4, Lisa. Starting point guard, standing 5'7", a junior from Midland, Australia, number 5, Ellen Kidd. Starting guard, standing 5'9", a sophomore from Number 10, Fiona. Starting forward, standing 6'2", a sophomore from London, Ontario. Number 11, Rachel Bradley. And starting guard, standing 5'7", a senior from Bradley, BC. Number 32, Alicia.
And we are ready here now for the opening tip. The one player, and I apologize for not mentioning that starting group, of course, the veteran guard running the point here for the Clan, Ellen Kett, who really came on strong at the last season. Kett really came into her own with this Simon Fraser University team. So Fradgley now set to take the opening tip against Genevieve. We'll check that number 11, Megan Mullings. And we're get set here for the start of the 2015-16 women's GNAC season here on the Hill. Some discussion happening here on the sidelines as they examine the basketball. They're going to get it out there to the officials for the opening tip of the game. I think they were needing approval of a new game ball here, so Fiona Beals among the Clan dribbling that basketball, and A-OK, they found their basketball, and Fradgley and Mullings set for the opening tip. We'll go to the Seawolves, and that's Kiki Robertson, number 23. Kiana Engel, number 21, has also had a quick early touch here. And Jessica Madison, number 25, away from the play. We see Kett, who loves to take the charge. Illegal screen being called there against number 21, Engel. So Ellen Kett really sets an early tone on this season, and that's what the fans here at the West Gym love to see from number 5, Ellen Kett. There's Homer, the quick pass to Roberts. Elisa Homer and Alicia Roberts, and I know I'm going to get those names confused even though I watched both for their entire high school careers. There's Homer with the 3-ball early, and it's not going to go for Simon Fraser. Robertson across court to Engel. Drive down into the paint, and quick foul being called against Alicia Roberts. One of the big breakthroughs in this Clan preseason, obviously the scoring numbers put up by Elisa Homer, really reminiscent of her high school days at Handsworth, and great to see that happening in her second year in the GNAC. Fradgley with the rebound now, and Roberts quickly over half court, quickly to Kett. Ellen, little head fake, wanted to find Fradgley on the baseline and unable to do so, and so it's Kiki Robertson now right to the basket. Robertson off the window, won't get the roll, does get the offensive rebound though. Engel underneath, and she's going to get a putback there for the first 2 points of this basketball game. And the Seawolves now up 2-0 on Simon Fraser. Here's Homer, dribble stop, pass back to Kett. Great pass underneath there to Fradgley. Had a great opportunity there, just could not finish underneath, and that stuff, that was a great entry pass down low to the second-year post player, Rachel Fradgley. With Meg Wilson out of the lineup the entire season, Fradgley really will play a huge role in the paint. As a sophomore, that's how you learn how to play. Here's Beals, number 10. A hard-nosed player who's going to get screened off the play there as Robertson drives for the basket. So Robertson and Engel from that backcourt, each with a quick bucket here. Clan beating the pressure. Beals' pass looking for Fradgley on the other side of the court is going to get deflected by number 11, Megan Mullings. Here's Fradgley, this time high off the window, and Rachel will get the first Clan GNAC basket of the season. Make it 4-2 for Simon, for Alaska Anchorage. Check that. Great job to reset herself underneath the basket after taking that entry. It's Mullings. Some patience there, some room underneath the basket as well, so she takes a step back, steadies herself for the layup, 6-2. And this Alaska pressure defense generating turnovers, that's what they want to do. Drive underneath the basket, Fradgley doing what she needs to do, protect the goal. And Roberts is going to get out on the break. Alicia, the York House product, to Homer. unable to contact with that three. Chase underneath for that basket, and Roberts and Kett both trying to get a hold of it. 2-on-1, they use the numbers well, and that's going to be Jessica Madison with the layup for the Seawolves. See this zone pressure from Alaska Anchorage. It's getting the Clan over half court with about 20 on the shot clock. Kett in the half court. Cross court to Roberts, thought about the three. 2 dribbles, jump stop underneath the basket, and the contact coming from behind, and that is Megan Mullings who's going to get called for the foul. So great job there on the baseline by Alicia Roberts.
The foul is called on.
Watch the athleticism of the Pepperdine transfer here on the baseline as she awaits the ball. Quickly fake drive and to the basket where she gets the contact underneath. Subs now onto the floor for Simon Fraser. Vanessa G is going to check into the game, as well as Samantha Beauchamp, and out of the game will be Fiona Beals and Rachel Fradgley. So Beauchamp, another tall prospect underneath the hoop, had some valuable learning minutes last year, and here she is as a sophomore, number 20. She's going to guard, will play a big role underneath the basket here. Great ball movement though by Anchorage. They miss a good golden opportunity underneath, and the loose ball scooped up there by Beauchamp. Roberts to G, cross to Homer, to Kett, looking underneath, and that is a small lineup on the floor for Simon Fraser outside of Beauchamp. And really something we got to get used to as Clan basketball observers this season, is seeing the largely guard-oriented lineups that we're going to see with the news that Meg Wilson has been lost for the season. Number 2, Adriana Dent, quickly cross-court to pull up three, is going to go side iron out, but the rebound following her misses, Christina Davis, the senior guard out of Las Vegas. Sierra Foa, number 24, also on the floor for the Wolves. Tara Thompson, number 3, they enter down low. Great turnaround move. Beauchamp tries to stay with her, affects the shot. Sam Beauchamp, great job there in the turnaround. Hannah Wandersee again with the ball. And this time she's going to draw the contact on the turnaround and get the make. So Hannah Wandersee is a redshirt freshman from Kodiak, Alaska.
Foul is number 2, Vanessa G.
6'1" presence underneath the basket there. Fradgley checks into the game. G will check out of the game. So now Fradgley and Beauchamp on the floor with Homer, Kett, and Roberts for the Clan. Wandersee too strong, and Beauchamp skies for the rebound there. Here's Kett, wants to take it the full 94. She's going to go off the window, and Ellen Kett with a great basket, taking what the defense gives her, and number 5 goes right off the window. 10-5 the score here for the Wolves. Great positional defense there by Fradgley, not giving an inch as Kett slides to the floor as she gets the ball up court to Homer. Here's Kett to Beauchamp. Thought about a bounce, but quickly back up to Homer to Kett now. Ellen, the one bounce pass to Homer for the high arcing three. Won't fall, and some contact underneath the basket. You're going to call.
The foul is called on
Sierra Afoa, number 24 of the Seawolves, getting called for the foul. 10-5, a low-scoring game here, and the Clan doing a good job against the number 2 ranked team in all of NCAA Division II basketball, and that's the Seawolves of Alaska Anchorage. They've been great rivals ever since SFU's arrival in the GNAC. Every program will have its up and down years, but this Simon Fraser team really needs to carve an identity as we get to a timeout here on the floor. So immediate timeout on the floor, but we're going to stay right here with you. And we'll await some stats to come to us. We can also let you know that tonight's game is presented by White Spot, a proud supporter of SFU Athletics. From cheering on the sidelines to providing award-winning burgers to fuel athletes and fans before or after a game, White Spot has your back. To find a White Spot location near you, visit whitespot.ca. Should also let you know the 50 most incredible moments in Simon Fraser University sports are nearing their final countdown as we get to the very end of the big 50th anniversary celebration, the 50 greatest moments in Clan history. So be sure to stay tuned as we continue to release the top moments on our website at athletics.sfu.ca/50 moments. Some of the numbers to give you here to start. Alaska Anchorage coming out strong, shooting 50% from the field. They're 5 of 10 from the field. Some of the point totals here early in this game. Kiana Engel with 4 points, 2 apiece for Hannah Wandersee and Megan Mullings. Simon Fraser 2 apiece from Fragilely and Kett, and 1 point from Alicia Roberts. She's got the ball right now, number 32. Looking for a homer. Quickly back to Roberts. The entry down low. Great look down low to Fragilely. I love the way the Clan moved the ball on that set, and they found Fragilely with a path to the basket for the layup. 10-7 is the score here. Shot is strong there by Engel. She's going to get it right back, though, this time from 15, and not going to make a mistake this time around. So Kiana Engel, the 5'10 senior transfer, knocking down the jump shot there following her own miss. So they tell you, follow your shot, follow your miss, and Engel did a great job there doing just that. Here's Fragilely's basket we'll show you now, as Rachel doing a good job to battle down low, and she's going to get a great look at the basket and be able to score it. And I'll tell you, we go right back to the live action. You didn't get to see that, but Fragilely, they ran the same play, and she had another similar chance. Just unable to cash that one in. So Simon Fraser looking for big play in the post from Fragilely this year. Engel this time for 3, and she's going to be left wide open, and it's going to knock down the triple. So 5 points in the last 2 shots here from Engel. Kiana Engel makes it 15-7 for the Seawolves. Clan will turn it over under pressure. Kiki Robertson, number 23, down on the baseline. She's going to get it right back. Cross-court pass this time. Engel at the top. Looks down low for Robertson, who's met by the bigs of the Simon Fraser Clan. So Engel, the drive and the kick, and tipped away there by Homer to Roberts. And Alicia now with an opportunity to bring the ball over half court. The Simon Fraser Clan are going to take a 30-second timeout here. The score of 15-7, 3:18 remaining. The men's basketball team, unfortunately, coming out on the short end of an 89-55 score tonight against Seattle Pacific. The nationally ranked teams coming in here on day 1 of the GNAC season. Of course, Seattle Pacific ranked number 16 in NCAA Division II men's basketball, and they took it hard to Simon Fraser tonight, 89-55. The number 2 ranked Alaska Anchorage team in here to play Simon Fraser, and their lead 15-7. So the quality of the company here in the West Gym on the opening weekend of the GNAC season starts out very, very strong here for the Simon Fraser Clan, as Roberts quickly inbounds to Kett. Allen back up top to Alicia. We go to Elisa Homer. That 3 ball is going to fall for a homer. And clearly that shot has been a part of her arsenal. If it didn't come with the consistency she wanted last year, it certainly has in the preseason, and Homer knocking down the big triple here. Solid defense on the perimeter by Simon Fraser, and Homer coming out of nowhere there to knock that one out of bounds. So 15 on the shot clock. Homer with that great extension in that 3 ball, knocking it down for Simon Fraser. Jess Madison now 25. Robertson, 3 on the shot clock. The jumper is going to fall through. A beautiful jumper there by Jenna Buchanan. The 5'8 guard out of Galena, Alaska, knocks down the triple. Makes it 18-10, but the Clan hanging tough here as they get across half court. Kett's great look down court. Fragile just has to finish that. That is a great look from Ellen Kett, and she is doing a superb job at that leader guard spot here for Simon Fraser. That is a pass delivered there by Ellen Kett. Fiona Beals, number 10 in the starting group, is now back on the floor for Simon Fraser. So it's Beals, number 10, along with Fragile, Homer, Roberts, and Kett. Here's Kiki Robertson. Gonna get it back on the baseline, tries to dribble by Fragile, back up top for the 3 ball. Off the back iron, too strong by number 25, Madison. So Alaska Anchorage with the imposing ranking, number 2 in the nation in here tonight. Simon Fraser doing a very solid job here. Homer's going to get across half court, meet a double team quickly to Roberts. Kett, cross-court pass. Homer jumps for that one. She's going to turn a corner here, get to the paint. Kick to Kett, who's going to penetrate and kick back to Alicia for the 3 ball. Off the back iron, is not going to get the roll. And underneath the basket, it's number 21, Engel, with the rebound. Jumping in the way of that pass, though, is Kett. Great hustle from Ellen Kett. She drew the charge in the first moments of this game, set the tone for what the Clan wants to do on defense. And Kett is all energy on the floor for Simon Fraser University. 5'7" junior guard out of Australia has been an absolute backcourt stalwart here. Of course, it goes without saying the Clan miss Conference Player of the Year, Aaron Chambers, who graduated after a glorious career. Great save there by Beals, number 10. Kett quickly cross-court to Homer, hesitation dribble. Homer goes cross-court to Kett this time. Beals back up top, and it's going to get picked off. The pass intended for Roberts, and Alicia reaches. And is going to get called for the foul as Adriana Dent, the senior out of Canyon Country, California, in southern Idaho. We'll take a quick look at that play again. Clan moving the ball well here. They go up top, and one errant pass there is going to get picked off. And head coach Bruce Langford talking to his troops about that as Roberts comes off the floor, and Vanessa G, number 2, back onto the floor. So I will say this, 2 players from Riverside Secondary and Port Coquitlam on the floor right now, and G and Beals. Fragile guarding the middle of the floor here. The jumper from the corner is going to rattle in for Alaska Anchorage, and that's number 5, Christina Davis, a senior out of Las Vegas. She's going to rattle home the triple, 21-10. Clan need a basket here. Trailing by double digits at 11 points. Here's Fragile from the elbow. Back of the iron, too strong. Rebound going to the Seawolves. Number 41, Dominique Brooks, the 6'3" senior, into the game. Bespectacled there as she comes away with that rebound. Tara Thompson now. A lot of starters in the game right now for Alaska Anchorage, showing some depth here. Davis, though, just doing a lot of dribbling, not getting anywhere with the basketball. They go to the far side of the floor, and the triple there is not going to fall for Buchanan. And again, Kett on the floor in pursuit of a loose ball. That's 4 times I count Ellen Kett on the floor here in the opening quarter of play. Here she comes with 2 seconds left, trying to get across the center court stripe, puts up a shot. Oh, and it's not going to make it fall, but it's 21-10 after the first quarter of play, and that is a high bar set for this Simon Fraser Clan offense. 21-10 is their lead. But boy, those 10 points did not come easy, and that's why Alaska Anchorage is ranked number 2 in the country. We'll take a short break here and be back with the start of the second quarter on Clan TV.
At any given moment at the keg, something special is happening.
Simon Fraser University is celebrating its 50th anniversary by counting down the 50 most incredible moments in Clan history. I'm Howard Samura from The Province and theprovince.com. Join me each week to see rare videos and photos from the Clan's past. We'll relive events such as the first Shrum Bowl and look back at some of Canada's most amazing athletes during their time on Burnaby Mountain. And we are back with you here at the West Gym. Howard Samura with you today for the opening game of the GNAC women's basketball season. Simon Fraser University, the Clan, with their home opener. It's Alaska Anchorage in town. It's off Burnaby Mountain tonight. Alaska Anchorage, we keep talking about it, ranked number 2 in the country and in here to set the bar for the rest of the conference and for this Simon Fraser team in their opening game of the season. The lead out 11 points here, a low-scoring game, a game in which a Simon Fraser run could really affect the change on the scoreboard here. So we'll see how things go. Looking at the crowd here, I see members of the SFU football team, including head coach Kelly Bates, watching the Simon Fraser Clan women in action here tonight. Entry down low, and they're going to get the basket quickly to open this second quarter play here. Underneath to Brooks. And Brooks has come off the bench for a couple of solid offensive touches for this Anchorage team. There's Vanessa G with a 3-ball, missing the mark. And Brooks, we were talking about her with the rebound. Jenna Buchanan, number 12, quickly to number 2, Adriana Dent. They're moving the ball well around the perimeter. And that time a jumper there for 3 from the far corner by Buchanan will fall short. Buchanan again. This time to Afoa, number 24. They'll kick it back up top for the 3-ball. Alaska Anchorage getting wide open looks there. Adriana Dent, though, unable to knock it down. And Simon Fraser with a chance to cut into this 13-point deficit here in the first half of play. Aggressive play, trying to defend that pass to Homer. Getting in the way there. Then number 2, Adriana Dent, being called for the foul there. Fradsley off the floor, Beauchamp now in. Beauchamp and Beals along with Ket, Homer, and Vanessa G. Vanessa G, what a great high school career at Riverside High School. A power player, especially in the open floor. She can take it to the rim. And going through that transition of working her way into the lineup, and great to see Vanessa G a part of this Clan rotation. There's G with a jumper, and she's going to knock it down. Vanessa G with a beautiful shot. 23-13 now the score. Clan cut it to 10, 8:31 left here. Dribble kick to the top, and the Seawolves unable to get the looks they want inside. Great defense keeping the basketball out of the paint here by the Simon Fraser Clan. Great tip by Beauchamp. That's what she needs to do. That is a terrific play for Samantha Beauchamp right there, tipping that ball and getting her team back down the floor. The big triple by Homer is going to fall. Homer with a big triple. And that's what a good team does, though. They come back down and they answer, and that's number 11, Megan Mullings. You can see the emotion in the face of the Anchorage players because they're not used to teams taking the momentum away from them. But I'll tell you, Beauchamp with a great job to ignite that break, and the big jumper there by Homer. She gets the shooter's roll. Unfortunately, Alaska Anchorage, from a Clan perspective, able to come right back down the floor with the N1 opportunity. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was everybody thought that was 2 free throws. Mullings had a make. That was an N1 opportunity. Everybody dozing on the play, but Anchorage comes and gets the basketball. This time it'll turn over, though. Not too sure what happened there. But there's a lot of people chuckling on both benches right now. So Ket now with the basketball. The margin of deficit right now, 9 points for this Clan team, but they're holding strong against number 2 in the country here at the West Gym of the GNAC opening. There's Ket, cross-court pass to Homer.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
G now with the basketball. Ket Roberts set the check in at the minor officials table along with Afoa. We'll check that Robertson for Anchorage. The shot is going to ping-pong off the iron. Beals in there in pursuit, unable to get it in. Alaska Anchorage now with the basketball. As we mentioned, Kiki Robertson, number 23, the junior of Honolulu, Hawaii, now checking into the game as well as Alicia Roberts. As we mentioned, the terrific guard out of York House in Vancouver, played at Pepperdine, and now back here in this Clan lineup. So many different combinations to start every new season. Fun to watch that chemistry develop. And pass out of a double team, get it back up top to Madison. Corner three is going to fall, and that is number 3, Tara Thompson. Diamond High School, Anchorage, Alaska. Thank you very much to triple from the baseline corner. 28-16 the score for the Seawolves. What a great basketball team they are. Here is Ket. Such a crafty player is Ket. He's going to drive into the heart of that defense. Foul's going to get called against Jessica Madison, number 25 for the Seawolves. It's her first of the game. Roberts gets her player in the air, jump stop, looking underneath for Fradley. The pass a bit too low. And Mullings, what a great player in transition, just can't get the shot to fall, but she follows the miss and goes off the window, and Megan Mullings, that is a talented basketball player, and she shows her best in transition. Great body control going to the basketball, but also not giving up on the ball down low. There's Fradley with a great opportunity, and Rachel really just needs to make an aggressive move to the basket to get to the stripe. She does just that. 30-16 now the score, and a chance to cut into that 14-point deficit. Timeout on the floor. 30-16 is the score. And it's our opportunity to bring you up to date on some of the happenings around Simon Fraser. And if you're ready to white out the West Gym, you can join us right here atop Burnaby Mountain on Saturday as the men's basketball team hosts the St. Martin Saints. Be part of the first ever West Gym whiteout. The first 1,000 fans to that basketball game are going to get a free white t-shirt. Also many other prizes up for grabs that day. More details about the event, visit the Clan website at athletics.sfu.ca/whiteout. The West Gym Whiteout should be a special event here at the West Gym on Saturday. For the latest news, stats, videos, and more, visit athletics.sfu.ca. You can also stay connected with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. #GoClan. Just want to thank our analyst on the men's basketball game that we kicked off our evening with, Paul Eberhardt. The head coach at Langara College, has won a national championship at the CCAA level. Long-time head coach at Palmer Secondary School in Richmond, and certainly appreciated Coach Ebe's comments today as we saw the debut of Virgil Hill's men's basketball team here in the GNAC. A loss to Seattle Pacific, but the thought of better days to come for Clan men's basketball. Back out of the timeout, trailing by 14. Fradley, number 11, at the free throw line. We talked about how Rachel got there, and great delivery of a pass down on the low block, and Fradley making the hard, strong move to the basket to get to the free throw line. And Rachel's going to get the bounce, and she's going to score the first one, cutting it to 13. Solid free throws there. 12-point lead for the Seawolves. Robertson quickly down the floor, and that's Madison driving on the baseline. Double team comes quickly, and Roberts with a steal. Alicia 2-on-2 down the floor. Great move off the basket, Alicia Roberts. A great move, and it's a 10-point game against number 2 in the nation, and great job by Alicia Roberts. Created the steal and made the basket herself. We're going to have a change on the floor here as Homer is going to get set to check in at the minor officials table. Jump shot is going to be well off the mark there by number 25, Jessica Madison. So Homer and Adriana Dent, as well as Megan Mullings, will check in here for their respective teams. 5:12 left in the first half. Vanessa G comes out of the game, and Lisa Homer comes into the game. Extended period of time here with Beauchamp and Fradley on the floor, and that's one of the key chemistry areas we'll look at this year with this Clan team, is how those two bigs learn to play off each other. Clan looking like they're in a bit of a 2-3 zone here. Cross-court passes, trying to find the seams here by Anchorage. Great job defensively as that ball is entered. I believe that was Fragile that slapped it away. They get the Clan right back down the floor on offense. And they get it to their general, Ket, the corner to Robertson. Head fake on the baseline, jump stop pass underneath to Beauchamp. Missing an easy one underneath. Sam Beauchamp, a great chance there. Unable to cash it in a 10-point deficit here. And I'll tell you, you know what's going to happen here, and that's what happens is you go to your go-to player down the floor after a miss from in close, and that's why Anchorage is a great team. Megan Mullings there. Ket's got to call a timeout with that great double team coming from Alaska Anchorage. That's number 2, Adriana Dent, number 23, Kiki Robertson, coming with purpose on that double team. So timeout on the floor, 32-20, a 12-point lead here for Anchorage. Alaska Anchorage, the Seawolves have had some great battles over Simon Fraser's life in the NCAA as a Division II franchise. Anchorage leads the overall series 11-6, but here on Burnaby Mountain, it's been 5-2 for Simon Fraser in the all-time series, so this has not been an easy place for Alaska to come in and win, and certainly Simon Fraser, a young team this year trying to gain its own identity early in the season, doing a solid job. Just need to put a run together here at 4:19 to the half. Here's Roberts. Homer. Ket with the basketball, swings it across court to Homer. Ooh, Elisa wants to turn the corner there, and great job. And she's going to force Kiki Robertson to foul her. Explosive move here by Homer. If you're going to go, you got to go hard here. She's going to get the ball and really try to turn the corner with some purpose here and create the situation that sends her to the free throw line. Homer, one of the most dynamic scorers I've watched in recent years in the BC Girls High School ranks, obviously at Handsworth Secondary, where she played for Scott Palmer and was such a huge part of success for the Handsworth Secondary Royals in North Vancouver. Makes them both here. It's a 10-point game. The Clan need a stop here to get a chance to cut it under double digits. They're not going to be able to do it this time, though, because knifing through traffic underneath the basket is Sierra Foa, the Anchorage native, with a big basket there for her team. And now a steal goes right into the hands of Afoa. She feeds her teammates. They will go right down the floor, and they will stick it to you. That is what number 2 does. And number 5, Christina Davis, the jump shot there is a big, big basket. And pushes the lead to 14 with 3:31 remaining. Look at how active that defense is for Anchorage. Homer with a big 3! Elisa Homer, she gets 3 of those points back in a hurry. It's 36-25, 11 points to deficit. And underneath, they'll lay the hammer down. Beauchamp will make them pay underneath with a hard foul. Adriana Dent going to the crashing to the pine here in the West Gym, and she just trying to steady herself. I think maybe perhaps had the wind knocked out of her as she gets up off the floor and steps up to the free throw line. Beauchamp came hard. And you can't begrudge Dent her points. She's earning them the hard way there. She took a hard foul from Sam Beauchamp underneath the basket. Dent with the second, and it's going to rattle through as well. This Alaska Anchorage team is an incredible barometer of how well you're playing. You got to beat their zone pressure. You have to make crisp passes in the half court like Homer just did there to Roberts for the bucket. And that is a great hookup between Elisa and Alicia on the floor. Roberts finishing off the play from Homer. Great basket there for the Clan. 38-27 your score with 2:53 left. The call goes the Clan's way from official Dindo Covarrubias there on the far baseline. So Beauchamp inbounding to Ket here with 2:52 remaining. Beauchamp quickly to Roberts. Wide open triple. Roberts knocks it down. A big triple with 2:40 remaining. Alicia Roberts with a huge basket there. Makes it I believe it's They haven't changed the scoreboard yet. 30, I thought that was 38-30 the score here, but great opportunity there for Roberts. Sees the three just wide open and doesn't hesitate to take it and knock it down. Anchorage trying to answer with one of their own. They can't do it. A big rebound by Homer underneath the basket. Clan trailing by 8 points with 2:11 against number 2 in the nation. Homer jump stop underneath. Lisa Homer almost got that to fall, but love the way she invites the contact on the dribble drive to the basket.
The foul is assessed to the last game for number 5, Christina Davis. Her first personal
Christina Davis, her first of the game, being called for the foul, the 5'5" senior out of Las Vegas. Homer makes the first. It is incredible the progress that the freshman to sophomore players can make if you watch them carefully. See the confidence in their games, and Homer is looking like she did in high school, now scoring in many of the same ways, but the confidence on the floor at the collegiate level, although she misses that second free throw, very evident here tonight. 38-31 is the score. Clan down by 7, they've cut it to 7. They'll bear down and want to play the best defensive series of their half here. The turnaround by Mullings, and a great job defensively underneath the basket by Fradgley. Great job one-on-one against Mullings underneath the basket. Love the way that they're willing to step in there and do that. And this time though, it's not going to go their way. But we'll take a look at what happens here. Fradgley just does not relent against Mullings. Great job positionally, as the replay shows. But hard to keep a good player down, and Mullings came back strong, and here she is now with a chance to score it from the stripe. Beautiful free throw form there by Megan Mullings, a 6-foot senior out of Glendale, Arizona. Sac State transfer. Misses the second, the rebound there by Fradgley. Homer to Kett. Underneath the basket, and they're going to get the layup. Samantha Beauchamp, great job there. You can hear the Alaska Anchorage coaches imploring their team to move the ball. It's all the result of great defense in the half court by the Simon Fraser Clan. They only trail by 6 here, 1:10 left. Simon Fraser now. Taking a look at that last sequence here. And back to live action now. A great basket though by Beauchamp. Under a minute remaining here, it's Kett. Reversal to Homer, puts her head down into the paint. Rejected by Mullings, keying the fast break the other way. 2-on-1, Robertson to Mullings for the layup. But no, Ellen Kett is going to get in the way and draw the charge, and Robertson is getting called for the foul. Ellen Kett, how can you not get up and applaud that? The Clan bench on their feet to applaud. A great play by Ellen Kett, their leader in the backcourt. Ellen Kett took on 2 players, drew the charge, and nullified the basket in a 6-point deficit against the number 2 ranked team in the nation. And that is a terrific play. That's what a leader does. Ellen Kett, what a terrific play for Simon Fraser. Hand check being called, the foul on number 5, Christina Davis. It's going to send Homer to the line. 40.4 seconds left. Homer's got a chance to put 2 on the board here with the clock stopped. Changes on the floor. Number 2 coming into the game, Adriana Dent. Number 5, Christina Davis will take a seat here. That second free throw misses. Let's keep it set at 5. You get down to 37 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Good ball movement here by Alaska Anchorage. Engel, cross-court pass. Little floater on the lane. Lane is going to go for Tara Thompson. A big basket for Anchorage. They'll keep the pressure on. Simon Fraser needs to get the ball over half court here quickly. 41-34. Kett driving. Bounce pass underneath to Fradgley. Can't convert it, and 41-34 is going to be the score. I'm not going to be able to do an interview, unfortunately. So, but we will be doing that throughout the course of the season, bringing you interviews at the half. Unfortunately, I just can't do it right now, but we will be back to break down the second half of the first half with some numbers and join you for second half play-by-play.
At any given moment at the keg, something special is happening.
When I first came to SFU, I thought I knew exactly what I wanted. When I got into my second semester, I suddenly wasn't so sure what I wanted to do anymore. So I started to explore a little bit. Archaeology, communications, history, even kinesiology. And then I decided to go on exchange to France for a year. I was an orientation leader for a year, became a community advisor in residence, helped start a choir. I even took a rowing course. After SFU, I have lots of possibilities of what I could do, but whatever I do, I know I'll be ready for it.
As the NAIA's lone school from Canada, playing against hundreds of others from across the United States, it was always easy to see how the Simon Fraser clan was positioned as the underdog. But when you're a girl from a tiny northwest BC town like Terrace, it's a big step just packing up your bags and heading for the Burnaby Mountain campus. Yet for Michelle Hendry, it didn't take long before she became the big fish in the small pond.
You get older and you start thinking about where you started and where you came from and all these things that came from a game of basketball and where I am today. And I think the fact that I lived, Terrace is far from here, like it's far. And I think the reason also I liked coming to SFU because it was far enough away from home. Going even into the States to go to an NCAA team, that to me was, I don't think I would have been able to function or thrive, I don't think. And the fact that we came here with this environment, it was still far from home, but it was still in BC, it was still in Canada, so it was like there's a little bit of comfort in that.
Once she got her bearings, it didn't take the 6'2" Hendry very long to dominate. A 3-time All-American selection, the graduate of Terrace's Caledonia Secondary was also named the NAIA's National Women's Player of the Year over her final 2 seasons with the clan.
I think I was a smart player, and I think lots of the stuff that I did that kind of got me to where I was because I could see the game 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps ahead, so I knew where to be when the ball was going to get there. And I think it's hard to teach. I think it's instinctual. Where it came from, I don't know. I think I just had good coaching early, and that was fortunate. And then I just learned the game. The more I played, the better I got, because the more I learned. And then we, it wasn't just me, the other teammates too. They just knew, Michelle's going to be here in 3 passes and we'll get it there. And that basically was what it was. Or I knew, Andrea's coming off a screen. I know if I go here, she's going to pass me the ball. And it just was like that with everything.
Teammate Andrea Schneider's take on playing with Hendry?
There's one word to describe playing with Michelle. It was easy. Easy. And for some reason, her and I just clicked. And, people talk about it all the time, but I knew where she was going to be every single minute on the floor.
And Hendry, after a lengthy professional career in Europe and a stint with the Canadian national team, still looks back fondly on the events of a quarter-century ago at SFU.
I'm not winning anything if I don't have that group of people around me. So I think that's, again, it's timing, it's luck, I don't know. It's just my good fortune to be around those great people for that length of time. If I had gone somewhere else, would this all have happened? Maybe, maybe not. I'm thinking maybe not, because it's a whole different environment. I think just the environment that we got to have here at Simon Fraser was such a unique experience that I don't know if you can have that somewhere else.
We were out to prove a point. Like, we didn't have a good season the season before, and we knew that we had everything that we needed to win a national championship, and I think we were just out there to prove to everybody that, you know, this is our second season in the CIS, and, you know, we're here to do it, and you know, you're going to have to go through us, kind of.
The 2002 SFU women's basketball team was one of the most dominant in the history of Canadian university sport. Legendary clan coach Alison McNeil left an experienced and talented core of players, battle-tested from 2 NAIA national final appearances. Bruce Langford came in, and the rookie head coach guided the clan to a 35-0 undefeated season and the first national championship in program history.
Playing in the NAIA definitely prepared us for playing in the CIS. The NAIA was a skilled game. We played against the best American teams. We were an older team, I should say. We had 4 seniors, and then Jessica Kazauka was in her sophomore year. And you know, Danny and Devin, all those guys, everybody, you know, we had 10 players on the team, and we were super tight. We could rotate anybody through, and we knew that we wouldn't lose any. You know, our bench was super strong. Oh, my memories of playing Laval, I just remember the gym being super hot. It was packed, and we actually had a ton of people out west that came out to Ontario to support us. When you look back on it, it's kind of all just a little bit of a blur. I just remember when the final horn went and everybody kind of came together, and obviously we were celebrating, and it was emotional, and everybody was excited and happy, and we're just like, oh my God, we just went 35-0 and we won a national championship. And yeah, you couldn't ask for anything more. It's very difficult to go undefeated and win a national championship. I mean, I don't think there's a ton of teams that have done it, and to be able to say that we did it, and you know, for some of us in our last year, it's very special. I think that team should be remembered just, you know, being the best. We didn't ever settle. We took every game, game by game, and we never looked ahead. We never thought we were the greatest, but in the end, I think we proved that we were the best team in Canada, and it's a storybook ending, really. SFU had a huge impact on my life. I mean, being recruited here as a little girl by Alison, and then, you know, especially basketball was a huge part of my career, obviously. I'm, you know, playing tons of years overseas and with the national team, and you know, if I wouldn't have come to SFU, maybe I wouldn't have had the opportunity to develop as a player and play for Canada. So I think that shaped kind of my future in basketball.
Simon Fraser University is celebrating its 50th anniversary by counting down the 50 most incredible moments in clan history. I'm Howard Samura from The Province and theprovince.com. Join me each week to see rare videos and photos from the clan's past. We'll relive events such as the first Shrum Bowl and look back at some of Canada's most amazing athletes during their time on Burnaby Mountain.
I'm Victor Gaucher from men's soccer. You're watching Clan TV, home of Canada's NCAA team.
And welcome back to the West Gym, everybody. 41-34 is the score at the half. Alaska Anchorage out in front of your hometown Simon Fraser Clan in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference opener for both teams here tonight. What a terrific, inspired performance late down the stretch drive of that opening half by the Clan. Some great plays, I think led by the play of Ellen Kett, the lead guard who foiled a 2-on-1 break with an absolute sacrifice of her body against Alaska Anchorage's 2-on-1 advantage and took a basket away from the Seawolves. That was a key play. Of course, Kett came out and drew a charge in the opening seconds of this basketball game, so she did a great job there to both open and close the first half of play. We are looking at some of the replays, and perhaps Gabriel Lynn, our producer-engineer, can show that one more time, Gabe, because I would love to be able to watch that. Ellen Kett There's only a select few. You don't see one person stopping a 2-on-1 very often. So as the play develops here, the shot rejected and down the court. And look at Ellen Kett, under a full head of steam, draws the charge, foils the 2-on-1, and that is a great play. That's the kind of play that lifts your entire team off the bench and really provides some solid inspiration as we await the Clan coming out of the halftime locker room. We hope to have a brief chat with Clan assistant coach, first-year assistant coach Jessica Wallace. Get some comments on how this team is feeling as they enter the second half of play. To break down some of the numbers for you from the Clan, one player in double figures, and it's Elisa Homer. She's 3 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line for 13 points in 19 minutes. Ellen Kett, she's all about the intangibles. 2 points at the half, 3 assists, no turnovers, running the point guard spot in 20 minutes of play, so a great job there. Could also mention 8 points for Alicia Roberts. She really took advantage of some open shots on the floor and did a terrific job with that. So Alicia Roberts with 8 points, Rachel Fradgley with 6, and we will turn that mic on in just a second. So 12 rebounds in that opening half of play for Simon Fraser, and get set to talk to Clan assistant coach Jessica Wallace. Coach, talk about the first half of play. I know Alaska comes in here with a big national ranking, and it can get intimidating, but the girls played so well, I thought, in the first half of play.
Yeah, they definitely did. It's just about keeping their poise, right? That's kind of what we've been talking about all week. Alaska's a very high-pressure team, so we've really just been trying to keep our poise, and I think we've done a good job so far.
I know your veterans have to set a presence for the younger players on the team, and Ellen Kett drew a charge to start the game, and then we saw her foil a 2-on-1 break by drawing a charge at the other end. What does that kind of stuff do for your basketball team?
It's great, especially when Kett is doing that kind of stuff. That's what we want. It draws energy, and our bench buys into it, and it helps us keep going. So it's been really great.
In the moments that you've been able to have Fradgley and Beauchamp on the floor at the same time, can you talk about what this season means in terms of developing chemistry on the floor between those two, given the fact that Megan Wilson has been lost for the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really great that we've been able to play them together this year. We didn't know if we were going to be able to, but they've been working really well together. And as you can see, when it works, it works. And so we've been really happy that they've been playing well together. So we just hope it keeps going.
Elisa Homer as well. Just wanted to ask you one question about her. As a freshman in here, I know wanted to get so much done, was such a prolific scorer in high school. We're starting to see all that kind of stuff really come to fruition on the floor in her second year.
Yeah, definitely. She worked really hard this summer, really working on her shot, getting in the gym. So it's really paying off for her, and we're really glad to see that.
Last question, Coach. What do you guys have to do to keep the tide where it is and push it in your favor even in the second half of play?
Like I said before, keeping our composure. I think that's really, really important. Alaska's, going to come at us full force in the second half, and we're ready for it, taking our shot and keeping it under control. I think it'll be good.
All right, we'll be watching. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
As we mentioned, 41-34 at the half. Simon Fraser trailing, but a terrific job, and a lot of what we were talking about in that opening half of play in terms of a hustle really coming to the fore from Simon Fraser. They really had to bring the effort defensively. I thought in so many instances really outworked Alaska in many facets of the game to hang with them and trail here by 7 points. So a great job there. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. I'll hang with you. Howard Samura here with you on Clan TV. Hope you're enjoying our first doubleheader of the season here from the West Gym. Of course, we saw Simon Fraser come up short against Seattle Pacific in the men's opener, their GNAC opener as well. And now at halftime of this women's game, Simon Fraser now on the floor warming up. Alaska Anchorage just taking to the floor. We'll continue to look at some of those numbers inside the box score from the opening half of play. We mentioned as well Fiona Beals out of Riverside coming back from that ACL injury and really battling hard to get into the starting lineup. I thought, what a great accomplishment for Fiona Beals out of Riverside to get into that starting lineup. She played hard, only played 9 minutes in the first half. 0 for 1 from the field, had a rebound, an assist, and 1 turnover in 9 minutes of play. Rachel Fradgley, 2 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from the stripe, 2 rebounds, 6 points, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 2 blocks in 15 minutes. And Alicia Roberts, who I thought was dynamite, running the point at times and really just taking that shot when it was there. And sensed a nice explosive feel to her dribble drive game in that opening half of play. Alicia 3 for 4 from the field. Knocked down a triple, made 1 of 2 free throws, 8 points, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, and 3 steals in 16 minutes. So 3 steals key to what she represents on this basketball team. 3 players got in off the bench, and they were Vanessa G, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 rebound, 3 points in 8 minutes, and Samantha Beauchamp, who made 1 of 2 shots from the field, had 3 rebounds in 12 minutes of play. And this next one, you know what? You look at an NBA box score and you used to say, is she a trillion? 1 minute played and no stats registered, but I'll tell you, Rachel Halapchuk getting on the floor in the opening half is one of the truly inspirational stories you're going to see in Canadian University basketball this season, coming back from ACL tears in each of her knees. 4 years at the school as a support staff member of that SFU women's team, but making it to the actual players roster. She came up and said hi to me today, and I will admit, Rachel, I did a double check. I wasn't sure what was going on, but clearly so inspired by the fact that you've come back, and good season ahead for you, I'm sure. We're back to live action now. Alaska Anchorage in the green, Simon Fraser in the white, and the Clan inspired coming out of the halftime locker. That's Roberts' cross-court pass. They went across court to Homer, and the foul is going to be called against Kiki Robertson. Now Robertson's going to take a quick seat, one of the starters in this team, and quickly onto the bench with a foul. Christina Davis into the game now for the Seawolves. Beals cross-court pass to Ket. Alicia, the entry to Fradgley. The look down low. They went high-low there and couldn't get the pass to Ket. So that breaks down, and Alaska Anchorage right back down the floor. Mega team in the country. That is the second time to just great positioning underneath the basket. And she's been able to stop Mullings' a turnaround effort. And I'll tell you, Fradgley is doing a terrific job defensively against the top post-scoring presence. Mullings couldn't squeeze that pass, though. Here come the Seawolves right down the floor, going to the basket, stripped by Fradgley, and a steal quickly to Homer. Clan with numbers down the floor, and second time Homer's done that. Get her one-on-one on the open floor, and she will invite the contact and get to the stripe. So the foul against the Seawolves is going to send Elisa home back iron. I was just talking to Elisa Homer's high score, the double-digit score in the first half of play. Elisa, 13 points in the first half of play. School head coach Scott Palmer, I can see him up in the stands, and that is a proud high school coach watching Elisa Homer doing what she's doing here in the GNAC as she makes the second free throw. I said to Coach Palmer, that is her in high school scoring the same way. Now she's doing it at the university level. And he says, yeah, just what we used to talk about, smoothest scorer ever. And really Homer doing a great job here as Fradgley doing likewise defensively. A real anchor there down in the paint, and with Meg Wilson not here this year, going to be very, very important as Jessica Wallace, the lead assistant of the Clan, was talking with me just before the half about her play with Sam Beauchamp is going to be a big bonus if those two bigs can stay on the floor and be effective. There's a drive high off the window, won't go for number 12, Jenna Buchanan. It's Alicia Roberts very quickly up the floor. Anchorage very quickly down in defense, but Ket now with the basketball in the half court. Great goal, Fradgley, a great basket. Great post move down low, and it's a 4-point game. Clan hanging tough against the nationally ranked Seawolves. That's Mullings with the basket, 43-37. Pretty hard to keep this Seawolves team down with a big run of points. They're such a talented group. Beating the double team there is Homer quickly to Beals to Ket for the three, and Ellen drops it down from the top. And the Clan are within 3. They're within a possession of the number 2 ranked team in the country. What a terrific job Simon Fraser has done, not only maintaining their poise, increasing their intensity here in the second half of play. Mullings the kick now for the triple, and they will knock that shot down. Jenna Buchanan, pick your poison here with this Alaska offense. They kick it right out of the post and knock down the triple. Here's Ket, big bullet pass down low. Check that on the wing to Homer, and the three is going to fall short. Here's Buchanan quickly. Jump stop runner off the window is going to go for number 25, Jessica Madison. So that's the answer the vaunted Seawolves have. Get close and they're going to amp it up and get a couple of baskets to increase that cushion. And playing at their pace. Perhaps the conditioning not showing there for Simon, not too sure, but they looked awfully tired in the pass, sailing into the crowd. So the turnover giving the Seawolves possession here. Early in the third quarter of play, 6:47 remaining in the opening quarter. Adriana Dent. Underneath it, stripped away there. And Ket now with the basketball. She'll slow it up. Ellen running the point here so well. She's going to find the three ball put up off the iron. Fradley out of position there to get the rebound. Sealed well. Vanessa G with that three-point opportunity. Dent at the top. Great defense there by G. Beauchamp there as well. Contesting the triple. But the offensive rebound on the weak side, and Alaska's going to cash in on that. That is Hannah Wandersee. So the foul being called against the Clan. Simon Fraser, look at that first half box score. They didn't use their bench a lot, and I'll tell you, Alaska Anchorage, the rotation went a lot deeper in the opening half, and you can sense a little fatigue here from these Simon Fraser players, the regulars in this rotation. We'll see how much energy they have to finish against such a strong foe. As the Kodiak, Alaska native Wandersee rears up and lets it go, 50-40. And just like that, from a 3-point to a 10-point deficit. Here's Vanessa G. Heavy pressure at half court, and she will have her pass up court deflected out of bounds by Adriana Dent. So the ball will stay with the Clan, 22 on the shot clock. We're approaching the midway mark here of the third quarter of play. Home run ball inside to Fradley. Homer now. Homer's going to hand off to G around the corner. Vanessa looking cross court for Ket. Wide open three for Ellen. And she will get the roll. Great job by G recognizing the open shooter, and it's Ellen Ket. Cutting the deficit now to 7, 50-43. Seawolves in the half court. Here's Dent doing a great job high off the window. Will get the shooter's roll. 52-43, 5:14 left. Here is Beauchamp quickly to Fradley, back up top to Homer for three. In and out of the cylinder, great offensive board and put back by Sam Beauchamp. And the sophomore playing strong underneath the basket. Big basket there for the Clan to restore the deficit to 7 points. Homer jumping in the way there as the Clan come back up the floor. Here's Ket surveying the situation. Ellen looking cross court. It's going to come up to Homer at the top. The ball tipping off of Elisa's hands, and right down the floor is Dent for the layup. 4:29 left, and it's a 54-45 lead here in the third quarter. Play is getting a little frenetic here. I don't know. Clan trying to play at a high tempo, and there's a timeout on the floor. We want to let you know the score here, 54-45 with 4:22 left in the third quarter. Tonight's game is being presented by White Spot, a proud supporter of SFU athletics. From cheering on the sidelines to providing award-winning burgers to fuel athletes and fans before or after a game, White Spot has your back. Find a White Spot location near you. Visit whitespot.ca. Thursday night, and we're excited to have Alpha Kappa join us as our VIPs for our Student Club of the Game, presented by Club Ilya. This club aims to provide resources for enhancing the educational experience of future business leaders right here at SFU. We want to say welcome and hope you enjoy the game, and thank you to Club Ilya, our sponsor, for making this possible. Time to look inside some of the numbers here. In a 9-point lead by Alaska Anchorage, and Simon Fraser is certainly finding out what it takes to compete against one of the best teams in the country and in the conference. Leading the way for Simon Fraser is Elisa Homer, 14 points on 3 of 8 shooting, including 3 triples and 5 of 8 shooting from the free throw line. 8 points as well for Ellen Kett and Rachel Fradgley. Alaska Anchorage led by the 11 points of Megan Mullings. Simon Fraser doing a real solid job considering they're being out-rebounded offensively. Alaska Anchorage with 10 offensive rebounds. Simon Fraser with 1 on the other end in terms of the offensive board. So the second chance points clearly in Alaska Anchorage's favor, yet the Clan hanging around. They are going to drop the triple coming out of that timeout. It's a big basket for the Seawolves. 57-45, the lead now up to 12. It's a 9-point swing. The Clan had cut it to 3 points. Homer down low, great entry down low to Fradgley, and great recognition by Homer. She's got a big smile on her face as she backpedals up the court. Great recognition to find Rachel underneath the basket. Fradgley extending to block the shot out of bounds of number 5, Christina Davis. The ball being inbounded, we'll take a look at what happens here is Homer. Great look down low for Fradgley, the easy basket underneath. Now the Clan on defense. They'll move the ball well here. Will Alaska Anchorage up? Beauchamp reaches low, gets a steal off of number 12, Jenna Buchanan. And that's going to bring Simon Fraser back up the court here. Alicia Roberts head fake quickly, wants Homer on the wing. Getting in the way is going to be Engel, who's going to get called for the foul. Kiana Engel. So Simon Fraser now with the basketball in the half court. Homer driving. Back up top, her pass is going to get picked off by Christina Davis. 2-on-1 down the floor, and they will get the basket. Lisa wants that ball back, but you can't get it back. Down by 12 here, and you know that she's going to hustle to try and make up for that. But an errant pass leads to the fast break basket the other way. But Homer's played it well, and she has stepped up because this team needed a scorer from the backcourt this season. Fradgley to Roberts. Clan having trouble squeezing the basketball right now. Here's Kett. Fradgley, mid-post shot off the window, draws the contact underneath, and you know what, Megan Mullings is getting called for the foul. You see the way Rachel Fradgley can play in a one-on-one situation, and that really does suggest that, you know, you think of the matchup she's going to face in this conference, and Megan Mullings is a very, very accomplished player. She's a senior, and here's Fradgley as a sophomore doing some really good things down in the low block. And Fradgley hits on the first. So the pieces really coming together here tonight for Simon Fraser. Trailing by 11, but inspired at times. Second one is a make as well for Fradgley. So cut it to 10 points here, 2:41 left. Very quickly down the floor come the Seawolves. They want a quick strike here. Simon Fraser needs to dig in defensively in the half court. Oh, the pass intended for Madison is going to get tipped out of bounds by Homer. And Roberts over there to applaud the effort of Homer. Good job defensively, 13 on the shot clock, so reset the offense here for the Seawolves. Christina Davis in the corner for the 3-ball, and they're going to knock that down. Execution from Jenna Buchanan. So Buchanan, the senior out of Galena, Alaska, knocking down the triple. A big shot for Alaska Anchorage. Clan in the half court now. Beauchamp at the high post outside for 3. And Roberts will knock down the triple. Alicia with a big shot there. And that's going to cut it to 10 points. Can the Clan dig in their heels defensively? There's Mullings. And this time, Fradgley again defending her, and he's changed the way Mullings is playing underneath the basket. Mullings not content to just do straight post-up moves. She puts it on the floor with a bounce and tries to create some space. It still comes up short against Fradgley. Homer, the triple goes in and out. Battle for a loose ball underneath. It's Mullings and Beauchamp. Ball skids out of bounds, and there's Ellen Kett doing what she loves to do. She gets on the floor and almost comes up with a loose basketball. There is terrific hustle on this Clan team, and absolutely no quit right now. You can hear it from that Clan bench, excited about the hustle efforts of their basketball team here tonight. When it comes to hustle points, the Clan have played a great game here today. Clan moving into something of a zone here, but they're going to get burned by the angled jumper. Nobody coming out to contest that shot. 64 to 52, a 12-point lead as Vanessa G now set to check into the game. She comes to the minor officials table. Here's Alicia Roberts, dribble drive underneath to Beauchamp, kick it back out to Kett. Ellen for three, and she knocks it down. Ellen Kett in the final minute of the third quarter. It's going to make it a 9-point game for Alaska Anchorage. Great defense by the Clan. They force the pass out of the double team from down low. It sails into the crowd. And Simon Fraser, they are doing a terrific job here. Trailing by 9. There's been no quit in the Clan tonight. Season opener here at the West Gym. Howard Samura with you. Hope you've enjoyed our production on Clan TV. Got another exciting quarter left here as Elisa Homer with the three ball. In and out on the side iron. The great attempt there on the offensive board by Beauchamp. And Sam's going to get some contact underneath. Beauchamp to the free throw line. The foul being called against Sierra Foa. She's a big body underneath. Sophomore from Anchorage, Alaska, Sierra Foa being called for the foul there, her second of the game. Beauchamp missing on the first. Hey, you put BC high school products on the floor and you're going to see their high school coaches in the crowd. I can count the high school coaches from virtually every player on this team. They're all in the building tonight watching their players at the next level here, and that's great to see. There's a lot of BC products here, including Homer from Hansworth Secondary School. Here's Kett, the Australian native, coming up to guard. Vanessa G, the Riverside product. Alicia Roberts, the York House product. And they are doing a terrific job defensively. Boy, they are defending right to the half, and they end on a high, trailing by 8 here after 3 quarters. 64 to 56. It's an 8-point lead for the number 2 ranked Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. A great effort by the Clan here. We are at the end of the third quarter, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter of play on Clan TV.
Simon Fraser University is celebrating its 50th anniversary by counting down the 50 most incredible moments in Clan history. I'm Howard Samura from The Province and theprovince.com. Join me each week to see rare videos and photos from the Clan's past. We'll relive events such as the first Shrum Bowl and look back at some of Canada's most amazing athletes during their time on Burnaby Mountain.
At any given moment at the keg, something special is happening.
West Gym get set for the start of the fourth quarter here on Clan TV. Howard Samura with you, and hope you're enjoying our broadcast on Clan TV tonight. Tonight's game presented by White Spot, a proud sponsor of SFU Athletics. Find a White Spot location nearest you. Visit whitespot.ca. Simon Fraser trailing by 8. Talked about the foul situation here. No Simon Fraser player with more than 2. They don't have the depth of Alaska Anchorage, but they are not in foul trouble to start this fourth quarter of play, and that's a solid sign for the Clan. Again, half-court defense and forced the ball out of bounds, and a turnover that goes in favor of the white and red here. Alaska Anchorage wearing the green. Tough trip here for the Seawolves, who will head down to Bellingham to play Western Washington on Saturday. Getting across half court under some pressure, it's Ketch. He'll settle the girls down in the offense. And that time, though, the pass intercepted by the Seawolves. Cross-court pass batted away by Homer underneath the basket. Smart play there by Elisa Homer. No foul will stop the play and a chance to regroup here on defense. That's Madison, number 25, to Dent, number 2. Afoa. She'll look for Mullings. We're going to go to... Great shot there by Jenna Buchanan on the baseline. She creates some space for herself and knocks down a quick shot, making it a 10-point game. This half-court zone pressure omnipresent for the Clan. They got to break their half-court pressure every time up the floor, and that takes a little out of you. Maybe that's just the difference between making and missing. At one end, Homer can't complete the basket after breaking through the pressure. And right back here down on defense. Loose ball underneath is going to get recovered by Jenna Buchanan. She just knocked down the big shot on the baseline. This time can't find the mark. But you know, head coach Ryan McCarthy really testing the conditioning early of this Clan basketball team, putting the pressure on with depth, seeing if he can't wear this team down, and is that going to start affecting their shooting legs here in the fourth quarter as Roberts misses on the long jumper. Knifing down the floor there is Dent, number 2. She's going to go cross court to Buchanan, to Afoa, back up to Dent, and this time the jumper from the corner rattles in and out by Jessica Madison, number 25. Fiona Beal set the check in for Simon Fraser on the next stoppage. Here's Homer turning the corner to Roberts at the top. They lob down low to Fradgley. Great defense there, though, getting the ball with Sierra Afoa. Fradgley's got to keep that ball higher. Afoa getting a hand on that and knocking it right out of her hands underneath the basket. This time Afoa, great look down low, and they will score it again with Megan Mullings. And that is what a veteran team does. Simon Fraser wants time. Can you blame them? They have to talk things over. They got to get reorganized. After pulling to within 3, they are now down by 12. There is a certain resiliency that you see to this Alaska Anchorage team. It's called taking a shot at them and giving them your best shot and seeing if they bounce back. Alaska Anchorage has bounced back every single time. And it's different players stepping up and answering the bell. Mullings, Afoa, Madison, they just seem to be able to continue to make great things happen here at the West Gym. The next game for the Simon Fraser Clan, thank you Gabriel Lynn, is going to be Saturday when the Simon Fraser Clan play host to the Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks right here at the West Gym. And a little hard to read that graphic on the screen. Some other games upcoming, December the 31st at Western Oregon and January the 2nd at Concordia in Portland against the Cavaliers. So the Clan will welcome in the new year on the road with games at Western Oregon and Portland. Western Oregon and Concordia, the Cavaliers, the newcomers to the GNAC. And we look forward to seeing Concordia in the West Gym. Here's Homer in the half court to Ket. Alicia Roberts hoisting the triple and knocking it down. Alicia Roberts, 68 to 59. Check that, a 9-point lead here for the Seawolves. 7:15 remaining. It's all about making defensive stops here for Simon Fraser. Drive to the basket, off the window, is going to roll shy for Dent. And the foul being called on Homer. I'm sure you picked that up from head coach Bruce Langford here courtside. Homer, you got to block out, was the call there. The second foul of the game on Elisa Homer. Great job by Ellen Keto, jumping in the passing lane, leading the 2-on-1, feeding Fiona Beals off the window, and Beals with the fast break layup. Fiona Beals, a great job there, 68-61 from 12 points to 7 points. Simon Fraser, a mini run here. We're right in the stretch drive of this basketball game. Drive there by the Seawolves is giving up the offensive rebound. Second chance effort, not finished off there by Brooks. Things go Simon Fraser's way here as Ket finds Roberts. Alicia finds Fragile, seals her defender and goes right to the basket. Too easy for Simon Fraser. It's a 5-point game, a 2-possession contest against number 2. 6 minutes remaining. The Simon Fraser clan, they are executing at both ends of the floor. Jumper is going to be partially blocked, but underneath to finish it off is Kiana Engel. That's a bit of a backbreaker for Simon. Puts the lead back to 7 as Beauchamp checks in now at the minor officials table. Alaska Anchorage will bring 3 in. The next stoppage and right to the basket, and Fragile misses on the 3-point miss. That was a gimme underneath and a tough break for Fragile with 5:34 remaining. There's some great energy here, some great mojo. Simon Fraser University showing here on the floor today. And they're doing it against a great opponent in the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. Take a look at your replay monitors here on Clan TV, and we'll see Ket getting in the way of that pass and leading the break down the floor. Fiona Beals, nice job by number 10 to convert on the 2-on-1. This Seawolves team doing a great job of their own as well. They come right down, offensive rebounds, really killing Simon Fraser at times, and the Clan lucky to get away with one there. Here's Roberts. She's going to go right underneath, and we talked about that. Fragile sealing her defender. Taking the pass at the perfect time. We thanks Gabe Lynn from Clan TV for those replays as we take a look inside the huddle right now. Bruce Langford, he's talking to his ladies about the final 5:34 play here, trailing by 7 points against visiting Alaska Anchorage in the GNAC opener here on Clan TV. Some of the numbers for Simon Fraser: 3 players now with 14 points apiece. Alicia Roberts, Rachel Fragile, and Elisa Homer, all with 14 points. 11 points for Ellen Ket, who also has 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. On the other side of the ledger, 13 points apiece for Megan Mullings and Kiana Engel. 11 points for Jenna Buchanan. On the game, Alaska Anchorage shooting 46%. The Clan shooting 52.5% from the field. They're 21 of 40, including 10 of 21, 47.6% from beyond the 3-point arc. So quality numbers. And that's how you hang with one of the best teams in NCAA basketball right now in the Seawolves. Discussion going on at the minor officials table right now, so we've got a bit of a delay. Talking about the timeout situation here. And head coach Bruce Langford getting the update from the officials here in the West Gym. 5:34 remaining, as we said. So what a performance from so many of the players on this Simon Fraser Clan team. Players that in the offseason you said really had to step up their games this year to be key components here. Of course, that big loss of Meg Wilson for the entire season has really impacted the domino effect here of different players stepping up. And right now, Samantha Beauchamp, the sophomore, playing a key position, guarding underneath the basket as a sophomore here. Does a great job of getting in the way, and a tip there by Sam, but Afoa is going to get that loose ball. Recycle the possession here for Anchorage. Can the Clan defend? Get a stop here. They go right underneath the basket, kick it back out. Jenna Buchanan on top to Robertson, who's back in the game. Kiki was in foul trouble early, but she's back in the game. Number 23 here is Kiki Robertson. The dish to Mullings underneath. 8 on the shot clock, and the Clan, after having the shot clock recycled on them, are doing a terrific job here with 8 left on the shot clock. This will be one of the best concentrated defensive efforts they've had in this game if they can hold the Seawolves off the scoreboard. And this time Beauchamp is going to defend aggressively. No foul called there, and the ball goes out of bounds, so Anchorage with only 2 on the shot clock. And that is what you call a victory if they can hold this talented team off the scoreboard. Oh, front iron out in the tip, and they will take possession. A great defensive series there by Simon Fraser. It must have been about 45 seconds of game clock. Underneath the Beauchamp double team, and that's where Sam's got to pivot and kick it back out. She tried to get it through 2 down low, and it's turned over quickly, creating the fast break opportunity to the window. But a foul being called against Anchorage. That foul is going to be called against Sierra Foa. She's going to take a seat. So Simon Fraser now with a 7-point deficit, 4:28 left, and really they put themselves in a great position here in the second half as Fragile set to check in. Roberts to Homer. Quality shot, 3-pointer by Roberts, front iron out, and it's rebounded by Robertson. Kiki down the floor, quick pass for the triple, and it's going to fall. That's a big-time shot from a big-time team, Jenna Buchanan. And all you can do is applaud the poise of this Alaska team as they bring on zone pressure here. Simon Fraser quickly beating it to Homer. Trailing by 10 with just under 4 minutes remaining. It's the GNAC opener for both teams. Ket for 3. Off the front of the iron, the ball tipped there by Beals, but hauled in by Megan Mullings. And Kiki Robertson over half court for the Wolves. Underneath the basket, back up top, Jenna Buchanan, the great look underneath, and they don't get the roll. Denied underneath Kiana Engel, number 21. Simon Fraser has played terrific defense in the half court. They've nullified an absolutely explosive team in Alaska Anchorage. This Alaska Anchorage team beat Pepperdine 94-61. That's Alicia Roberts' old college team. Roberts drives to the basket and is going to draw the contact. That is the quality of opposition. Just a terrific job. And you know what? You want success on the floor. Watch Alicia Roberts. You got to be aggressive. You got to play with purpose like this, and that's what she does. As Alicia Roberts goes right to the hole. There's some terrific results here. This team has lost. They lost by 9 points to UNLV, and then they lost by 4 points to Western Kentucky. And of course that big win over Pepperdine. So this team is playing top Division I programs and more than holding its own. And that's why they're ranked number 2 in Division II basketball heading into this contest. But Simon Fraser, what an effort. It's one of these games where you figure the Clan are going to get close, and boy, Alaska's just going to turn it on and do what they need to do. But you don't know how many times you can withstand that. Simon Fraser now trailing by 8 with 3:15 remaining, but a great, great spirited effort here. This Clan showing that 2-3 is zone front right now, and see how Alaska copes with that. They're looking for the seams. They want to get entry, and they do in the paint. Quick shot off there by number 12. Jenna Buchanan's not going to fall. But again, that offensive rebounding dilemma gives them a recycle. Buchanan missing on the 3, and another one. This time Mullings with the offensive rebound. Christina Davis in the half court is going to get it back from Dent. 2:41, and they're content to milk the clock. And Simon Fraser, I don't know, playing zone right now with the clock ticking down. You've got to be aggressive and come after the ball. That is not what's happening here. They're going to milk this shot clock right to the end. Alaska Anchorage will consider it a victory if they can just get the shot clock down. And there's Mullings and Fragile battling for a loose ball. Precious time running off the clock there on that series. But the Clan get it back, and they need to find a quality quick strike here against this zone pressure. There's Roberts approaching the half-court stripe quickly to Fragile, now to Ket. finding Homer in the corner. That's the shot they wanted. And they get it. Bingo, the big 3-ball from Elisa Homer. That is a big basket here with 2:03 remaining. It's a 5-point lead for number 2 over the Simon Fraser clan. Entry. Jenna Buchanan with a jumper there, and they had good solid ball movement and found the open shooter. And they're going to make it a 7-point lead now. 75-68, 1:38 remaining in the game. Kent dribbling right into the heart of the defense. Mullings underneath trying to strip the ball, and Mullings is upset. I think she's going to get called for the foul there. Check that. The call instead against Jenna Buchanan, her first foul of the game. Timeout on the floor here right now, but 75-68 with 90 seconds left in this basketball game. And regardless of what happens here, I can tell you, if Simon Fraser plays this kind of basketball game in and game out, they are going to win a lot of games this season in the GNAC. There's no question about that. They have Alaska Fairbanks in here on Saturday. The 2 games in the 2015 portion of the 2015-16 GNAC season. We hope you'll join us throughout the coming months and into the new year for all of Simon Fraser Clan men's and women's basketball here on Clan TV. And a shout out again to White Spot, proud sponsor of SFU Athletics. They are the presenters of tonight's game, and cheering on the sidelines, providing award-winning burgers to fuel athletes and fans before or after games. White Spot has your back. To find a White Spot location near you, visit whitespot.ca. We talked about those upcoming games. December the 5th, 2:30 p.m. versus St. Martin's. December the 15th, 7 o'clock at Western Washington. December the 29th, 2 p.m. against UBIC. These are the men's games I'm telling you about. And then as well, December the 31st against Montana State Billings. Great basket there by Roberts off the window. 75-70. It's a 2-possession game again. And is there going to be a panic in this Alaska team? How much poise are they going to show? This Clan team hanging tough every step of the way. Entry to Mullings, kick it back up top. Jumper is going to go off the back iron and roll out. A big rebound by Fradsley. 1 minute remaining here. Ket to Homer. The handoff to Roberts. Ket, 18 on the shot clock. Down low to Beauchamp. The physicality down low. It's going to be either Mullings or Afoa with the foul down low. Afoa with the foul. And that's her 4th of the game for Sierra Afoa. Coach McCarthy bringing in Jessica Madison. So you know he wants a shooter on the floor here as well. But they go to Beauchamp underneath, and Sam with a layup, 43.9 remaining. It's a 1-possession game. There is a 13-second difference between game and shot clock. So the Clan are going to get another look. If they can get a stop here, and they do! They get a steal from Beauchamp. Homer now down the floor. Shot clock virtually equal with the game clock. Underneath, Beauchamp is fouled by Megan Mullings underneath the basket. That's her 3rd of the game, and Beauchamp with a chance to shoot a couple. Beauchamp makes the first. Great free throw shooting by the sophomore Beauchamp. Makes it a 1-point game with 20 seconds remaining. And here they come. They will foul instantly. Jenna Buchanan gets fouled. Clan with fouls to give here, 18.6. They are checking the nose of Alicia Roberts, and perhaps a bloody nose or a cut there. She's coming off the floor quickly for some repairs. Vanessa G will head in as well. They'll bring in Fiona Beals as well. So 2 Riverside grads coming on the floor at the same time here late in this game. $18.6. Vanessa G there with the foul. 3rd team foul. Roberts is telling Langford that she's okay to come back into the game. So we'll see what happens here. Likely Vanessa G coming off the floor. 32 back into the game, and she's been huge in this game for Simon Fraser. Inbounds quickly, Beals there to foul. And the 4th team foul now. Beauchamp is going to check back into the game here. They checked at the 5th, and they're going to shoot now. So Jessica Madison now at the free throw line. Clan used those fouls well. 2-point lead here for the Seawolves. But what an effort by Simon Fraser. This is an eye-opener around the GNAC, and it's going to have an impact in the polls. Second one is a miss. It's a 2-point game. Clan with a chance to tie here. 12 seconds remaining. Kent, quick pass to Roberts. Alicia driving at the free throw line out to Homer. Quickly to Kent for the win. Ellen Kent for the win. Oh, and it's an air ball. Doesn't draw any iron. 2 seconds left. Clan found the shooter they want. They ran the play perfectly, just weren't able. Kent is complaining there that the ball went off of regardless, off an Alaska player. And I don't doubt her. That ball was nowhere near. It just seemed that something happened there, but Alaska will keep possession, and they will quickly, very quickly foul number 25, Jessica Madison. We'll see a replay of that, and let's watch that shot by Ellen Kett. Roberts is going to kick it back, and there it is. She's claiming that it went off of the hand of number 2, and it's really hard to tell on that replay. It's a moot point now with 1 second left and a 2-point lead. And a miss, though, at the free throw line. But the Clan can get this ball, even off of a make. Perhaps a half-court prayer can be answered. There's Madison. She's going to miss them both. The Clan, they need the, and they're unable to get the shot off. And the game's going to end, but what an effort by Simon Fraser to lose 76-74 to Alaska Anchorage. Alaska Anchorage gets an absolute scare on the top of Burnaby Mountain on this Thursday night to open the GNAC season from the Simon Fraser Clan team that knows good days are ahead. They were solid, they were inspiring throughout, en route to losing 76-74. So a real tough loss for Simon Fraser. What an effort by the ladies tonight. Love to watch that spirit. And it was a great performance. We'll await a halftime or a full game box score to bring you up to date on some of the key numbers, but the Clan ladies applauding their crowd as they walk off the floor. What an effort by the Simon Fraser Clan against the number 2 ranked team in NCAA Division II women's basketball. We'll await a box score here and break down some of the numbers for you. And it was a great effort by Simon Fraser. Thanks to Steve Frost for those stats at the end of this game. Leading the way for Simon Fraser in this basketball game, Alicia Roberts. She was 6 of 9 from the field. Great day for the York House grad, 18 points. Elisa Homer, second, with 17 points. 4 triples in the game. Ellen Kett, what an incredible performance, and a lot of it can't be measured by this box score. 11 points, 7 assists, 2 steals. She played all 40 minutes, did Ellen Kett. She never left the floor, and it was gutsy to see such a great effort from Ellen Kett. As well in double figures, that'll do it, I guess. But no, actually Rachel Fradley, a double-double tonight, 14 points and 13 rebounds, along with 6 block shots. So Rachel Fradley, a solid effort. And what a great performance by Alaska Anchorage, a good team. They kept battling and holding Simon Fraser off. Jenna Buchanan would lead them on this night with 16 points, 13 apiece for Kiana Engel and Megan Mullings. Each of those ladies 6 made field goals tonight in a winning effort for Alaska Anchorage. 76-74, that's our final score here from the West Gym. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you will join us again for another production on Clan TV. For